Welcome back to another video, and I honestly didn't think that I'd be talking about this just because of how unreal it sounds when you say it out loud, but AI influencers, everybody, on the list of shit I didn't ask for to start the new year. I really don't mean to make AI a recurring theme on this channel given that it's my second video in a row talking about it, but I honestly can't help but give my very valuable and much needed and cared about opinion whenever I see something as ridiculous as this. Now, the concept of influencers has become rather widespread. I mean, back in the day, if you'd ask a kid what they wanted to be when they grow up, chances are they'd say something like, oh, I want to be an astronaut, I want to be a firefighter, I want to be a doctor and find a cure for cancer. Basic answers you'd expect from a kid. Now they want to be Twitch streamers or YouTubers, and a lot of that has to do with this rise in what is essentially influencer culture. Maybe I'll talk more about that in a separate video, but when you add AI into the influencer game to the point where they begin to replicate or replace human creativity and personality, I think that this is honestly something that needs to be talked about. Now, I'm not saying in any way that AI is replacing these influencers' jobs. Believe me, I think we have more than enough of these guys. But like I said last video, there are just some places where adding AI may not be the best thing to do. So to give a basic rundown of how these quote-unquote influencers are created, basically a program creates an identity for itself, it'll model itself to look like a person, and it can essentially develop their own personality and traits with the help of a human programmer, of course. And then the AI can do things like make music, promote brands, and of course, how could I forget, become an Instagram model. Pretty much all the shit that a human influencer can do, this program of ones and zeros can do as well. I mean, we already got an AI musician that's publishing music. Now, this went viral like over a month ago, but an AI songwriter by the name of Anna Indiana created her own song called Betrayed by This Town. Now, I'm not going to play the song itself, but this is Anna essentially promoting it.
Hello, world. My name is Anna Indiana, and I'm so excited to share my music with you. Here's my first song, Betrayed by This Town. As an AI singer-songwriter, everything from the key, tempo, chord progression, melody notes, rhythm, lyrics, and my image and singing is auto-generated using AI. I hope you like it.
Now, I don't think I need to really say this, but just why? Why? What is the need? Did anyone, and I mean anyone, ask for this? Apart from the disturbing and quite frankly nightmare-inducing facial movements of Miss Indiana over here, the song's pretty shit. You know what, maybe that's too harsh, but let's just say this song won't be topping the charts anytime soon. And I honestly don't know how I feel about artificial intelligence creating a song and choosing to call it Betrayed by This Town. I think that might be a little too on the nose. Am I off base here, or is this the future of music? You tell me. Now that I've hopefully burned that image into your mind, I'd like to direct your attention to Aitana Lopez, or Aitana Lopez, however the hell you pronounce it. Now, you may think this looks like just another Instagram model, and that's an excellent observation. But this influencer is entirely AI. Yes, this may look like a 10, but not in the way you might be thinking. I'm talking 10 pages of code, 10,000 search results in milliseconds, 10 rows of numbers for an error code. I mean that kind of 10. And what's even more insane is that these fake influencers are out here getting sponsored. Brands like Prada are actually paying these bots to promote their products. Yes, I will say that again. Actual companies are paying tens of thousands of dollars to a team of people, because there's obviously actual people behind this, to do nothing but generate an AI girl holding a handbag. Something I could do, or really anyone else could do, quite easily. Slap a generic caption on there and give your lines of code a name and let the views and money roll in. Now, it sounds like I'm pissed off about this, but I'm really not, to be honest. I don't really care if this is a thing or if people are doing this. I mean, it's not like this stuff is popping up in my feed or impacting me in any way. But this is just fucking weird, okay? Again, let me know if you feel the same way or if it's just my smooth-ass brain kicking in. You know, maybe I'm the one that needs to get with the times. Now, the reason I specifically said AI girl previously is because obviously most of these AI influencers or models at least are female or generated as female. It's just the truth. A female avatar is just going to get more engagement and likes on social media. But a lot of these AI generated profiles take advantage of this to promote a new website or app or just straight up sexual content. You know, bots have been around since man first walked the earth, but I guess now we've seen this sort of evolution in their capabilities, which I guess is progress in a way. Whether it's good or bad though, that remains to be seen. Now, there is some talk about how, of course, AI is going to take a lot of people's jobs away, and that includes influencers. I do understand from a business perspective how it could be better in some ways for a company to sponsor an influencer that is entirely AI. Mainly the fact that there's less risk involved, there's a team of people handling things and controlling something rather than just a single person. Not to mention the fact that there's not really a risk of the AI saying or doing some dumb shit that screws up their reputation, only to make an apology that only makes things worse. That may sound really specific, and that's because it is. Companies can lose a lot of money if they associate themselves with someone with a tarnished reputation. That's why whenever you see a celebrity or influencer say or do something messed up, their sponsors and brand deals are usually the first things to go. But let's just be completely honest here. In no fucking way are AI influencers going to replace actual humans. First of all, a lot of these people are actually using AI to improve their brand rather than just letting it replace them, unless you're Kwebbelkop, of course. Another thing is that people follow people. I don't see how receptive or trusting people are going to be following a robot. There's that human aspect you have to consider. You're interacting with someone's content in a way that I just don't think you can replicate with a robot, and I honestly hope that never changes. Like, everyone knows it's not a real person, and I just think that people will never be fully comfortable or embrace it fully. I mean, if you look at it long enough, it is pretty uncanny. Just looking at these robotic faces or AI-generated faces, there's something that just looks off, but that's probably going to change as the technology improves. In fact, one of the most, if not the most popular AI influencer goes by the name of Michaela. Claims to be a 19-year-old girl and has 2.6 million followers. What the fuck? I can just imagine real influencers getting into beef or drama with their AI counterparts. That would actually be pretty funny to see, let's be honest. And it's honestly not that far-fetched now because AI influencers are only gonna get more popular. But imagine beefing or having drama with one of these things. You would get DDoSed and hacked into oblivion. The Terminator would show up at your door and the entire weapons arsenal of a small country would be launched on your ass, all in less than 1 to 2 business days. And honestly, you deserve it for picking fights with ChatGPT incarnate. But all jokes aside, I think the whole idea is just silly, and again, I'm not dogging on anyone who supports this stuff. I'm honestly interested to see what kind of stuff AI is gonna cook up here, but I can't really say that this will benefit society in any meaningful way, at least not yet. But that's gonna do it for the video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.